Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today, as you will see, we're going to be looking at the, I can't really say brand new, the new RHTT from Dovetail Games. I can't say brand new, the wagons are brand new. The loco technically isn't. It's the exact same loco we've had from DCG since the very start of Train Sim World, might I add, which is a very long time ago. Have they fixed the Buckeye? I know there was an animation glitch with the Buckeye. Oh, they've actually fixed it now. Huh, it doesn't kind of float around. There was a really weird... It looked awful before. That's all I'm saying. I wanted to do a video, to be honest. I apologise, because I wanted to do some more Train Sim World 3 videos. But I just never got around to it, plain and simply. I never got around to it because I'm lazy. So, you know, you can shout at me when you're like, please, make me do something. There was a couple of scenarios I wanted to... or services, sorry, that I wanted to do. No, I don't. We'll come to that. I'm not super concerned about the timetable. I just want to show off the train first. So, yes. What have they called this pack? I can't remember what they called the pack now. No, it's completely slipped my mind. But basically, DCG have released. What on earth is renewed? No, they've released a new set of DLC. Including a brand new RHTT, I think it's a 182 for Germany, and a F7, I believe, for America. Now, if you don't know what they are, obviously you can check the Steam store page to find out. But pretty much, this is the RHTT in a weathered condition. The 66 is now. Is that new? Is that? I just happened to look at that javelin. I think I'm standing on a conductor rail, that's fine. That's the Hornby one. How long's that been in the game? I was not aware of this. They added the flipping back in the bid or whatever it was for the flipping javelin. The Medway County of the Year or whatever it's called. But without telling anybody. And now they've just added the Hornby one without telling anybody. Come on! How about you? Sorry. Anyway, sidetracked. So yeah, a lovely new weathered 66. I'm really shocked that they actually got the agreement from DB to do this. Maybe it's because it's EWS livery and not DB livery, but honestly, from what I'm hearing, it is so hard to convince a company to let you do some kind of weathering on the train. Because they just don't want their image to be spoiled. So, the fact that this is actually weathered is honestly amazing. And I love it. The weathering looks alright. There's some sort of screenshots and stuff I've seen and I kind of thought, I don't know. Now I'm actually looking at it in person. It's quite nice actually. Maybe it could be a little bit more on the darker side, on the more weathered side. But maybe this is sort of it's been going a couple of weeks, this RHTT, so it's in that kind of condition. Anyway, what we're actually here for is these KFA wagons. Brand new flats. Hopefully, big hopefully, we will see these wagons make a return as normal freight wagons. Because if you don't know what the RHTT is, basically, it's a pair, sometimes three, of pretty much Freightliner flats, container wagons. And they load them up with these modules on the top. And once they're sort of loaded up, they then go around, they attach a load of pipes to them. I mean, obviously the pipes are probably preloaded to them, but they attach the pipes to them. And they attach all the spraying equipment to it. And in essence, if you're not sure what the RHTT actually does, it's to spray the track with high pressured water. That's all it is, it's water. From this spray jet down here, let's turn my flashlight on. Is my light even working? I don't know. It's not really doing a lot anyway. But yeah, that sprays from there onto the track, and that looks like the brake blocks might move. We'll have to look at that when we release the brakes. Maybe not actually. I don't know. That's cool if they do. Nah, they're not on it. Maybe they don't then. Okay. But yeah. Unbranded, unfortunately. There should be a big Network Rail logo on there, as well as these tanks, and also the not the LODs, the shading, I guess, They're not shaded very smoothly. Maybe that's the best they could do, but I'm sure we've had better than that, to be honest. That's slightly disappointing, I can't lie. Nice that they've put all of these on, though. All of the stickers. Do you know what? I really like these, actually. There could be... The weathering could be a bit more consistent around that, I guess. And why are the ends bright blue? Okay, I can kind of see it, actually. They're not the right colour, though, all these stickers. And they're not weathered in with the rest of it. But overall, do you know what? I really like that. Unfortunately, you can't climb the ladders, which is a bit of a downside. Disappointment. Apparently DTG have set them up. Bogies are nice, by the way. Bogies are quite nice. The springs, I will say this about the springs. They would look better if they had more depth to them, rather than just being flat with a texture. But, you know, we can live with them. Do we have tail lights on this end while we're down here? We have headlights. Okay, so it's obviously just coming this way. I'm glad I checked that. Let's quickly... I've not had a look at the inside of the 66, because if you're not aware, let's turn them off. And tail lights are in the other cab, aren't they, we want? Right, okay. Closed, closed. We'll walk down the platform. We shall walk back down the platform. Huh. Is that a texturing glitch? I would say that must be a texturing glitch. They'll probably patch that at some point, I would assume. 088. I think 20 something. The door's a bit not weathered by comparison to the rest of it. Turn the tail lights on. Okay, but yeah, there's a new way of controlling the RHTT which they've added. Nice, it's an actual mesh. It's actually modelled as well. Flipping heck. I'm shocked that they've actually modelled that, you know. That's not very efficient use of polys, so, you know, it's nice that they've actually done it. It looks really good. And I think the best part about this, to be fair, is that it's going to be used on so many routes. Hopefully, one day, we'll get, oh, that was, less than desirable. They could have made the flap open as well. We've finally got something that can auxiliary connect to the flap. Where does the cable go, actually? Oh, it does go into the train. Oh, I'm on the buffer now. That's brilliant. That's lovely. Yeah, we've finally got something, and they didn't even bother to make the flap open. Wow. But yeah, do you know what? Apart from the lack of branding, I love it. I think it's great so far. Let's have a look, shall we? I don't know if both locos are going to drive. I assume not. I assume we won't get drive from both locos. Right, we'll do our normal setup. That's all on. Put that on. Open the cabinet at the back. AWS is up there. TBWS is down on one of these. DSD. Sorry, TBWS goes on with the AWS, I believe. DSD, I think, was the one I was looking for. Oh, do we have brakes? Do we have brakes? Oh, this does have the AP. Brakes, select, cut in. That's good. There's a couple of times I've come. Train length, 1. Okay. Wait, hang on, timings. What have we got timing-wise? We need freight timings. Goods. Cool. Set that up. I assume so, at least. They're goods wagons, technically, so, you know. I've set them lights up. We're ready to go, I think, now. Oh, yeah, let's... It's the handbrake. Handbrake's off. Let me release some of the air. And apparently... Right, I've not actually played with this yet, so... Turn the power on. I assume that's to the remote. And, yeah, you can tell this is actually quite nice. That's lovely, that. It's just like, I've seen controllers like this before. We've got a overhead crane where I work. And it's got the exact same control. Well, I say the exact same controller. It's not the exact same controller. But, you know, it does the same thing. It looks the same, pretty much, so. Start the engine. I think I heard a difference. Hang on, stop the engine. Open the window. Maybe a slight difference. Basically, though, that should, in theory, start this, I believe. Is that going? It's hard to tell. Doesn't sound very loud. Turn the power on and we did that. If we turn the pressure on... Now, never do this in real life. No, it's not on. Okay. Okay, turn the water pressure off. Right, change units. I must admit, I didn't actually look at this. Oh, activate controller. Okay, right. So now, activate controller. Turn that on. Power. And engine start. Is it? Has it? Checking the stop button don't work. But then again, maybe we don't know. To be fair. Press and hold. No, I should have done the. Right, turn that off. Stop that. Read the manual. Yeah, I probably should have read the manual, but you know. Enable the controller. Turn the power on. I got a feeling that I may have done it now. Turn the water pressure on and see if it's still not spraying. Have we got to... We've got to press the top. Push to operate, yeah. No, there's no, Controller doesn't appear to make any sound, so... Have we got auxiliary power to... Headlight... Shield... Event recorder, GPS... Cabinet light. Oh. No, ground. Relay. Fuel injector. Nothing in this one, is there? Auxiliary. Everything's on. Okay, I'm back. I had to look at the scenario just to double check, and the key I missed, literally, is on the side here. There's a little key. Got to turn it on. When I said it was similar to the controller we have at work, I wasn't kidding. I should have realised that there probably would have been something like that, because that's what we've got, a little key on the side. So, you know, whatever. Right, so we turn that on, activate the controller, and now, there we go, there was a change in sound there. There's a little sort of brrr type noise. You're not the hobby one this time. Something buzzing, something making noise. Now, there we go, start the engine. Yep, that's definitely working now. Don't know if there's a way we can control the lights or not. Okay, cool. We have a instruction cleared. Right, okay. Turn the pressure on. And then, once we're going, we can turn the jets on. So that's now pressurised the system. It's ready to start spraying. We can't spray, I believe, until it's 15 mile an hour. I believe it's between about 15 and 60. So... Let's take our brakes off, first of all. There we go. Again, this is a fresh scenario, so yeah, it's not. I guess it's not ideal to be following a javelin while trying to spray the track, is it? Because we're going to be slow, so maybe we ought to try and sit back a little bit from him. Yes, yes. Let's pull away slowly, though, shall we? Oh, and you want to hear these wagons as well. I love the little creaks. I love the little creaks. If I put some brake on. No, it's definitely definitely in the AP wagon sounds. Let's have a look at them wheels actually, see if. Nope. Non-animated brake blocks. That's a shame. Yeah, that's a shame. That would have been quite cool to have seen. They used to do it. I guess they don't anymore. Yeah, we'll turn the jets on when we get up to speed. So trust me, if you've seen the particle effects that come off the RHTT sets, you're expecting too much of this. It's a lot more subtle, which, to be honest, I reckon is probably more realistic. I do. Right, cool. Now, remember, when you're doing your RHTT duties, do not spray points either. I'm going to turn it on for a little bit. Turn them on, just for this bit. And then as soon as we hit the junction, off, off. Cool. Oh, I need to do that, don't I? I don't know why it's bleeping at me, to be honest. Yeah, we were speeding a bit, but, you know, we had a little bit of spraying. We'll obviously turn them on in a bit and keep them on, but for the minute we've got to be careful because obviously we're following that javelin. Now, unfortunately, DTG have already confirmed that there are no physics changes with regards to spraying with the RHTT. Now, in my opinion, this is a completely wasted opportunity. I can see why they've not done it, but you've got to remember that ever since the start of Train Sim World, DTG have been advertising it as the next-gen game. Now, to me, if there's no physics change for a game that's all about how the train markets itself being about all how the... Yeah, if there's no physics changes in a game that markets itself about being all about the physics and the way something drives, complete wasted opportunity, and it basically kind of ruins everything that the game stands for anyway. Like I say, I get why they haven't done it. It makes sense, because obviously that means they've got to develop a whole new script that enables the physics to change, and it's got to be able to know exactly where the RHTT has run so that the following few trains can act differently with regards to the spray, the effect of the spraying. But that's why you're making a next-gen game, in my opinion. You're making a next-gen game to have next-generation features. You know, TS Classic, yeah, sure. I won't say there wasn't much emphasis on the physics, because there was. And when we got AP involved and all them, then yeah, the physics just went through the roof. But for a game that is marketing itself explicitly about physics changes, this isn't all that realistic. I actually did that the wrong way around. I was going to speed up and then turn the jets on. Oh well. Oh well, I'm sure it won't matter. Let's quickly pop outside and have a look. And that's your jet. It was all hidden by the conductor rail. Brilliant. Amazing. That's it. Don't know if you can see that. Falling off the train there, the little particles. If we hop into 3, I suppose, 3 camera. That's it. Turn motion blur off. That's all there is. That's all you're getting. Just a tiny little bit. But it does work. It does spray, visually at least. So, you know, it's a cool thing. It'd be also really nice if the rails and the sleepers around where the train sprayed became damp afterwards. Obviously, they were never going to add that, but that would have just been a little cool feature I'd have liked to have seen. I'm going to keep it around this speed for the minute, and we'll carry on spraying as we go. Sounds like we got flat now already as well. Let's open the window. This isn't too bad a speed. But basically, what happens? There's a video somewhere on YouTube. I don't know where it is. But they spray with an MPV. If you don't know, basically an MPV is a multiple unit version of the RHTT. There are other uses for MPVs, but for the purpose we're talking about, it's a multiple unit version of what we have here. It literally, they keep it in one place, and this thing, the water jet, is so strong that it actually creates a hole. It basically slices the rail. So that's how powerful these water jets are. So yeah, if you do it any slower than like 15 miles an hour, you're going to damage the rail in real life. In the game, obviously they've not simulated that in the game. Of course, I wouldn't expect them to. But turn them off. But yeah, in real life, do not sit and spray at the same time, because you're just going to end up with a hole in the rail, which is obviously not good. We don't really need it in the tunnel though. I mean, I guess we could have left it on, but I was scared of losing the controller in the light. Huh. Okay. Like the ghost controller or something. Can't see a signal yet because of the glow of the tunnel exit. Just keep it to a nice gentle speed. Hopefully, by the time we hit the signal, the Javelin will have cleared out of our way. But you never know. You never know with these things. Dynamic weather is of course turned on, so we shall see what it throws at us throughout the course of this video. We're only going up to Sittingborne anyway, so it's not all that far really. Stop in location, Western Junction. Will do. I assume that's round on the branch. It would have been nice if we had the Sheerness branch. Get over, say, 466 to go with it as well. That would have been nice. That would have been nice. Not that I think they use them anymore down there. I think it's all 465s that go down there now, but that looks like a green to me. Guess we ought to play sensibly. That's the yellow. Cool. Cool. Not quite doing a fast enough speed. Okay, now I can put them on. Turn them on, turn them on. So I assume flush then simply just flushes anything that's in the pipe out. We're going to need to turn it off for this point work. Off, off. Obviously in real life this would be a lot easier because you can look at the controller and where you're driving at the same time. I don't have that luxury unless there's a keybind, which I don't know about yet, so you know, we've got to keep doing that for now. But we'll try and drive as properly as possible. Like I say, you don't have to turn them off in the game, but if you want to simulate real life operation, which is kind of the point, then yeah, you got to turn them off as you go over point work. I don't know how the AI will cope with that actually. I assume they'll just spray at any time. I assume they'll spray any time, but maybe they've made them a little bit more advanced. Who knows? I mean, DTG and advanced don't normally go in the same sentence, but you know, maybe. We can only hope. Off. Plus, you also in real life you could obviously have two fingers on it, do one switch each. I don't have that luxury with a mouse. I only have one cursor, so I'm not going to get overly excited because that javelin's obviously going to stop at the next station. But across Jing, yes, across Jing level crossing. No, Gillingham level crossing. Turn the jets back on. Are we spraying? Yeah, we're spraying. Unless, of course... Oh, look at that. Look at that. A sprayer versus a sprayer. I think our sprayer's better. Oh, look. This one doesn't even work. This one doesn't even move, see? Then again, I guess ours doesn't move either, but whatever. It is what it is. Doppler. The other one should be... Yeah, the other one's doing it well. Nice clean, de-leafed, I suppose, rails. Get rid of all the rail bumps. That's what the RHTT is for, if you didn't know. Basically, because trains are obviously heavy, and leaves fall from trees in autumn, the leaves land on the line, and when the train comes along, it basically crushes the leaves into a paste. And the paste is what they mean by leaves on the line. Basically makes the track really slippy, so as soon as the train tries to brake, it just slides along. And all the RHTT does, it basically just creates so much force, like I say, it's enough force to actually destroy a rail, that it basically just gets rid of the, it cuts straight through the mulch on the top. It's nice and soft. It just cuts straight through it, gets rid of it all. In theory at least. A little bit break off, starting to catch up now. We've kept reasonably slow, I think, so let's go back into the cab view. But yes, I like to say, I'm shocked they've got the license on a dirty train. I'm shocked somebody's actually allowed them to do a heavily weathered train. However, at the same time, I think if I was DB, I'd be inclined to say, please, go ahead and do it. Because then surely it shows that the train's doing its job. It shows that it's working. Doing things. I know they want to show their livery off in the best light and so that they keep their trains clean and all that. But if there's no dirt on something, it just doesn't look like it's used. And then it kind of makes you think, well, do you actually use your trains? You know, it can have the opposite effect to what they're after. So the fact that they've done a weathered one is great. However, here's a big elephant in the room. There was actually a weathered version of the Class 66 contained within the Southeastern High Speed package for Train Sim World 3. And I cannot work it out. Because it was never advertised, nor have I seen it in AI, nor have I seen it anywhere else in anybody else's stuff. But there was, by default, a dirty RHT, a dirty Class 66 included in the release. So I honestly don't know. I honestly do not know. One more thing to mention, I suppose, about the RHTT. It's only set up, apparently, to operate in the autumnal seasons. So probably October, maybe late September, but probably October and November, maybe December as well. Probably December, in fact, because they quite often are seen in December. Like sort of almost till Christmas, to be honest. Most of the time they run. So, right, let's off, just to pass over the point work. And of course, in real life, the drivers know exactly how long their train is, and thus they know exactly when to turn their jets on and off. I don't, so I can't. From looking at the other end of the cab, or the other cab in the other end of the loco, I don't think there's a controller there, so I guess you'll always be driving from the number 1 end, but that's alright. That's alright. Also, for some reason, you can actually use the clean 66 on the RHTT, which would look funny because the wagons are weathered, and also I don't know if the clean one actually has a controller for the purpose. Maybe there's some kind of script in the train itself, but when it's on the RHTT the controller appears, and then when it's not it disappears. That would be quite good if it is, to be fair, but who knows. Let's get another flyby shot, shall we? Or drive by. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Right, I reckon that Javelin's probably clear of us now. We did turn them on back on, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Only because they got to go off again. Off. Over the points. Wait for the first wagon to pass. On. Cool. I think number 1's on this side, number 2's on that side, so number 1's at the front. I think that's how we're working this. I think we can go up to 60 as well. The limit down there says 60, so I assume that's for the RHTT. Like I said, I don't think you can spray any faster than 60. More on the fact that you just don't get enough time to actually have an effect. Physically, yes, you could spray at more than 60 without any problems, but it just wouldn't do its job at higher at 60. You wouldn't have enough time to actually smash through the leaf mulch on the rail and actually do the purpose. You used to be running a train for the sake of running a train, sort of thing. So you wanna obviously run the train to get rid of the rail mulch. So, you know, 60 mile an hour it is. Like I was saying earlier, I can't wait to see this train on multiple different services as well. And also when they decide to eventually, hopefully, give us GBRF locos or Freightliner locos or whatever. Because I don't think DB normally run the RHTT circuits down here. I think they're normally in the north of the country. It's only because they had the WS branding that it was easier to go for. But I believe GBRF are normally the ones to run down here. They run a lot around London, so it would have been nice. I'll tell you what would have been really nice, the Class 73. Or even a 69. 69s have been spotted on them. But a 73 would have been lovely. So, or even, like I was saying in a Facebook comment, I wouldn't have minded seeing paying for a rehash of the Class 20 with DRS in obviously the modernistic overhaul, the Dash 3. So that would have been nice as well. Right, we're going quite fast now. Let's turn the jets off. Go back over the points. And we're almost at the end of the run already. Crikey. So yes, as I was saying earlier about part of the pack, it was disappointing to see that the UK didn't get a new locomotive. America got a new locomotive. The UK didn't. The UK didn't get a new locomotive last time when obviously Train Sim World 3 was released. So that's two sort of major releases. I guess you could kind of say this is a minor release because it's It's 3 different trains for 12 quid. Basically, anybody who can buy this DLC already has the access to the Class 66. So you're not buying a 66 at all. You might be buying the weathering on it, the branding, but you're not experiencing anything new with the 66. This pack is obviously for the UK, all about the RHTT wagons. So, at least we got something new. With Train Sim World 3, we got nothing. I think as far as Train Sim as releasing trains, at least, was concerned, and even the route, to be fair, even the route, the UK got the complete short end of the stick last time. We got let down so hard by DTG. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, Southeastern High Speed, lovely route, and I haven't played much all else at all since I got Train Sim World 3. A bit more brake on. We shouldn't have too much trouble stopping because we've not got a very heavy train. Heaviest part about it is probably the water. So yeah, we got nothing new though. Everything we had already been experienced in at some value by Train Sim World users somewhere. Even if you didn't have it, it was available previously. Germany got a new ICE1, obviously. America, as far as I can tell, the thing they got was upgraded quite significantly, but it wasn't actually new. They certainly didn't the SD40-2. That wasn't new. We got a new wagon. That was it. That was all we got new rolling stock wise. And obviously now in this second release, the first release of Train Sim World 3 that isn't the game itself, we've now got a wagon. America have a whole new loco, the F7. Germany have been completely messed up this time because they got a 182. The 182 has been released in so many different forms in the past, I do believe, for so many different routes. They just got a new livery for it. They definitely drew the short end of the stick by comparison. A fiver when you could buy a whole new loco for America or a set of wagons with all modules and stuff. Yeah, they definitely got the short end. they were done nasty by DTG Germany. So honestly, hopefully the next release will be a Train Sim World 3 release, other than obviously stuff that's already announced. Will be something that gives the UK a chance to shine. I would love to see it. If we don't see it, then I mean, fair enough. The UK's got quite a lot of stuff, but so are the other countries. So give us something new, yeah, please, please, DTG. You're all about driving different traction and all that kind of stuff. Let's drive some new traction, no? I don't know. Also, I'm just wondering if maybe these RHTT services were actually built into the timetable when the timetable was being built. It wouldn't surprise me, because they probably knew they had the 66. They may have had a base version of the wagon. They probably built the timetables for the RHTT into the timetable of the route originally. Anyway, that's just a random thought. I hope you've enjoyed this. I know I've actually really enjoyed this. It's a lovely pack. Despite the lack of brand new loco, I can see a lot of potential in the future for this. Again, this is going to be popping up everywhere in autumnal periods. I must admit, when I launched the game, it was actually January, and it was still appearing, which is a bit odd. So maybe it's only AI. Maybe if you drive it, you can drive it any time of year. Maybe it's only the AI that won't have it if it's not autumn. But who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I think that's about it. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, one more thing I don't think I said. The pack with all 3 trains and content is available for $11.99, but you can buy the content specific to each country, especially if you haven't got the content, for £5 each, $4.99. So obviously convert it to your local currency, but yeah, at least they've done it so that if you bought one lot of DLC, you don't have to buy the whole lot of this and have stuff that just can't be used or isn't relevant to you. So yeah, if you only want one, it's all good. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end that here. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I definitely recommend this, actually. It's really nice. It gives another lot of services to drive. And, of course, like I say, eventually... Okay. I thought that was the end. I'm not going to lie. Are we clear to go? I'm glad I didn't end the video. I was trying to rush everything through with what I needed to say. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right. Yeah, I was trying to rush everything through with what I needed to say, and turns out we didn't actually need to end the video there. So, alright, pull up to Sittingborne, I suppose, then. I don't know why they felt the need to stop us there, though. Interesting. I thought this was going down the branch, to be perfectly honest with you. Down to Sheerness. But clearly not. Clearly it's going straight down the main line. So we'll turn the jets back on for a minute. Spray a little bit more until we get to the junction. I've kind of run out of things to say now, to be perfectly honest with you. Kind of said it all, and then the scenario extended. I guess I should have pressed T. This is definitely the last instruction, though, this time, so yeah. Let's throttle off there. This will do. 30 mile an hour. Turn the jets off quickly. Over the junction. Turn the jet back on. I'll turn it off in a second, and to be honest, we'll probably end up leaving it off. Right, cool. A little bit more speed up. Nice shiny rails, like I say. Off. Off. Lovely. Yeah, we got a lot of junction work coming up here, so let's just concentrate on the braking, shall we? Definitely a flat someone. In the first act. Could be on the loco, but I'm not aware of the loco having sounds in flats, so it'll be a wagon. I think they've used the I'm pretty sure they've used the AP wagon sound pack, to be honest. Oh, one more interesting thing to note: the default Southeastern 66 has actually got AP and a new sticker on it, on its image. So that's interesting. Nice. Network of sounds. Oh well, as long as the rear of the train doesn't pass the marker, we're alright. There we go. Yoink. Pull that out. And there we go. Performance breakdown. Woohoo. Yeah. Level 217. 18 now. Fair enough. Return to free roam. Let's quickly... We'll leave that on. That they're not spraying. That's good. I think... Taking the master key out. I'll just do this for the minute. So yeah, that's that, I guess, then. This is actually the end. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!